What's going on, car family? I'm Ben Wayne, and thank you for joining me in another video. Today we are taking a look at the 2023 Buick Envision Essence. So this is a sleek, compact luxury SUV from Buick. Now, a lot of us are familiar with Buick. We all know who Buick is, but they've really changed their image and their brand in the past few years. Back in the day, Buick used to just be known for sedans, bubbly shaped sedans that were typically driven by senior citizens in Florida, right? Today, they don't even make sedans. All they make is luxury SUVs here in North America, right? So what we're getting is something that's different from the Buicks of the past. This is a sleek, modern, luxurious design, and it's coming in at a price point of around $43,000. The competitors would be something like the Mercedes-Benz GLC or the BMW X3. So compact luxury SUVs is what this vehicle is going after. So let's talk about this one in particular. From the exterior, again, you're getting smooth, luxurious designs. It looks really modern. If you look at the front, full LED headlamps, full daytime running lamps as well that are LED. And then of course, this is done in a bright white paintwork, and it's contrasted with black accents throughout, or GM refers to it as ebony accents. So I love the blacked out grille, but I just love the simple and clean lines. It makes it have an extremely crisp design, especially up front. There's not too much going on up there, but what's done is simple and tasteful, and it gives it this regal appearance. So underneath the hood, we're getting a 2-liter 4-cylinder that's giving us 228 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. That's connected to a 9-speed automatic transmission. Your fuel economy is going to be about 22 city and 29 miles per gallon highway, so not too bad. And that 2-liter 4-cylinder has more than enough power for your daily driving commute, which this vehicle is designed to do. So I'll lay into the throttle here. So this vehicle has enough get up and go to get you moving. If you need to make a pass on the highway, if you're accelerating on a ramp, it has enough of that oomph to get you going. It's not a vehicle that feels underpowered at all, and the brakes feel like they can handle the weight of the vehicle as well. So it's not one of those vehicles that feel like once you get it going, you have to brake in advance because the brakes aren't really there. The brakes are nice and responsive in this vehicle, not too grabby. Everything just is really smooth with the way this car is put together. So that 9-speed automatic transmission handles very well with the transitions. You know, the transition from one gear to the other is smooth. It's not jerky whatsoever. And of course, the acceleration is there when you need it. If you want to drop the throttle, it picks up, right? I love the way that it doesn't hesitate. It's just right there with you. The power is there when you need it, and the brakes are there when you need it as well. Now, as far as the handling quality, overall, it's a smooth ride. You do get a little bit of road noise seeping into the interior here. I noticed that, but it's not a deal breaker. It's not one of the loudest vehicles. It's not one of the quietest ones either. It's just the typical average luxury compact SUV. Coming to the side profile, you'll notice, again, you have those gloss black accents everywhere, contrasting and breaking up the white paintwork. So you have gloss black side view mirrors, gloss black window surrounds, and you have nice 20-inch gloss black wheels that really just give this particular trim a sporty appeal that the previous Envision Essence we tested on this channel simply didn't have. So the way the colors have been put together and the exterior trim has been put together kind of changes the look of this vehicle. So this one looks more sporty than the previous one we reviewed on this channel. But overall, on the side profile, you get that nice curvaceous shape. Again, everything's done extremely tasteful. It's not overstyled and not understyled either, which gives you just a graceful design in general. Coming to the rear, of course, you have all LED tail lamps. Of course, the Buick badge sits proudly in the center. And of course, if you open up the hatch, you have plenty of storage. If you want to drop that second row, it gives you about 53 cubic feet of storage. So this is a compact luxury SUV coming in around $43,000 as shown here. It has decent looks, decent power, and then more than enough storage in the rear to give you that daily driving capability to meet your needs. Now, coming to the interior is done in all black. Now, with the all black interior, you guys know by now, I like to have a lot of natural light if we're going to go with the all black interiors. Unfortunately, this particular model does not have a panoramic roof or a sunroof. I don't think the last one we tested had it either. I would have loved to see that bring a little bit of natural light into this dark interior. So coming from the top, we do have an injection molded design here, and it looks nice and modern. Of course, coming lower, you do have a 10.2 inch touchscreen display here. Gives you all your camera angles, and as you can see, I do have the Apple CarPlay, which is wireless, going here, and that's been very useful. I've had this car for about a week, taking it on several drives, and I love just having that ease of access with the Apple CarPlay and not being forced to use the manufacturer's navigation or just, the interface system. So I love that about this vehicle. Coming lower, we do have air conditioning vents and then physical buttons for your air conditioning controls, so everything isn't heavily reliant, or the touchscreen isn't overused, right? One of the worst things in modern vehicles today is extreme overuse of the touchscreen, and this vehicle is not one of the culprits doing it. You do have physical buttons for your air conditioner system here. Physical buttons are safer, in my opinion, because you can feel what you're doing. You don't have to take your eyes off the road like you would a touchscreen or those touch capacitive buttons a lot of auto manufacturers like to use. So I like what they did there. Of course, we do have USB ports for charging as well, 2 cup holders, and plenty of storage located in the center console here as well. Now the seats are done in a black leatherette material. They do feature 3 levels of heating. They are fairly comfortable. This is something you could drive for hours on end and not feel fatigue when you get out the vehicle. So the seats are nice and firm, but comfortable enough where you could drive this car for quite some time and not have any of that driving fatigue. The steering wheel, wrapped in black leather, feels good in my hands, and it does have a heated option. So this one is heated, feels nice and warm on those cold days in particular. Behind the steering wheel, we do have 2 shift paddles if you want to drive this car in manual mode. I'm not sure if this is one of the cars where you would want to do that, but that option is there if you want to do so. The instrument cluster, you do have 2 analog gauges on either side and a digital screen sitting in the middle there as well. So I love how the tech has been incorporated between the touchscreen display system here, that's 10.25 inch, and then you have the 2 analog gauges with a center screen in the middle. Now I do wish there was a dual 10.25 inch touchscreen setup here. They don't have that in this vehicle. Maybe in the upcoming model years they'll address that. Coming over to the door panels, you have that injection molding again. I love the silver accents that break up the black in this vehicle. That really helps out the interior a lot. You do have controls for all 4 windows and your side view mirrors, and a little bit of storage on the bottom of the door. Now up front, I will say, even though this is a compact SUV, I don't feel cramped at all. I'm looking at about 40 inches of leg room up here. The second row, 39 inches of leg room. So in terms of leg room and comfortability, they really got you covered on this vehicle. Now speaking of the second row, again, when you sit in the second row, that's really where you wish they dropped a sunroof or a panoramic roof in this vehicle. Feels a little bit dark back there. The second row does have air conditioning vents though. A lot of these SUVs in the compact segment, sometimes the second row passengers don't have air conditioner vents, so that's stuff I like to look for. This vehicle does have it. So overall, what you're getting is a compact luxury SUV with sleek, refined looks. People probably won't even recognize this as a Buick because they've changed their image, right? 29 miles per gallon highway, 53 cubic feet of storage in the rear, and just a general overall compact size. So this is a vehicle that delivers. If you don't want to go over to, what the Germans are offering in terms of BMW and Mercedes or Audi, this might be something that you can look at where they don't hit you over the head as much in terms of options. So it's going to keep the price point in this segment down a little bit more, and you're not going to have a heart attack whenever you get a light illuminated on your instrument cluster, right? Nothing's worse than going to the dealership and just bracing yourself for whatever number they're about to hit you over the head with. So in terms of that and affordability and usability, this is definitely a vehicle I would recommend everyone take a look at. The ride is just buttery smooth, nice and floaty. And it's not just because I'm on a nicely paved road. I've driven this on all types of surfaces, and I am impressed with how the suspension handles the different surface imperfections in the road. So this vehicle handles extremely well, and it's something I would urge you guys to take a look at before you go ahead and buy one of the expensive German compact luxury SUVs for $60,000. Check this out for around $40,000. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comment section. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until next time, I'm Ben Wayne, the automotive reviewer that YouTube deserves. I'll catch you guys in the next one.